Welcome back Twitch, welcome back YouTube. Let's get back to just another game, Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. The Killing Game TV show. We are apparently world famous. It's not going up right now. It's gonna go up starting next week. I've got 2 more series going up on my YouTube right now, so I'm kind of holding back on it a little bit longer. But yes, we are apparently world famous. The whole world is watching us kill each other, which just shows how sick and twisted the whole world is. Alright, let's see. Let's talk to people. It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and?
Are serious?
Oh, well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? I should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Oh, God. Monikuma's announcement woke me up at 7, as usual, and I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Hina. That was right around 7:30. Then I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to go get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on dot now. That's right, it had to have been right around 9 o'clock.
You know?
Ah, now that you mention it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 a.m. Okay, my job's done. That's a pretty small job. When the body was found has been added. I have a feeling we might get an account from you. So who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore. Alright, you're useless. Listen, Makoto. Do you remember how the body looked, before it blew up? If I remember right. It was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. And high heels. Or high-heel boots. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody. But for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it.
Okay.
Wow, thanks. That was a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked. Well, having to talk about it like that helps me remember it a lot better too. So we could have just straight up lied to her and she wouldn't know any better. So thank you too. Body before the explosion has been added. Alright, Byakuya, what do you have to say? Good timing, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you. What do you want to talk about?
So, in other words...
I'd like to hear your alibi. Alibi?
In other words...
Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. But why are you asking about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it?
Naturally.
Isn't it obvious? This murder took place after nighttime. How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body here.
In other words...
So the murder could have only have taken place at some point during nighttime after I left the garden. However, Toko, Hiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's room to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all 4 of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
That's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well.
What?
But you never came to the door. So where precisely were you? I'm telling the truth, I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so... That's hardly an alibi. I know. So, what now? You seem to be at quite the disadvantage here. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Byakuya's account has been added. Okay, yeah. I wanted to make sure that I couldn't leave because I do think there's a few things to look at. Let's go check out the shed. This room is dusty and disorganized. In other words, a pretty stereotypical tool shed. Is this a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? Yeah. Rip Makoto. Rip protagonist. Who will be the protagonist after Makoto, and why did he murder somebody? I should probably look into that. It could be related to this case. Okay, so you're gonna make me click on it? The top is wet and covered with mud and grime, but the underside, it's totally clean and completely dry. One side of that tarp is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. Oh shit! Oh shit! There you go. There's the oh shit. I looked into trying to get a command for Nightbot to do that. I could have Nightbot do it, but it's pretty complicated. So it may take me a little bit to get that set up if people want it. Tarp has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. That's the one thing in here that concerns me. I don't give a shit about anything else. Apparently. I remember there were some chickens in the chicken coop. I count 4 chickens. Huh? 4? No! Someone ate a chicken! You bastards! Hey, what's going on, Makoto? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course, there were precisely 5. Yeah, right? Huh? What's wrong? There's only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short. Huh? Hey, Tuck. Chickens? Yes, there were 5 chickens in the chicken coop. We don't know why there were chickens here, but there were chickens here. That's so weird. I wonder when it disappeared. But... Bok chicken! I was down here just before nighttime last night, and there were definitely 5 chickens then. What? What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world. Conspiracy! It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. I did my best to ignore Hiro and focus on the problem at hand. Because he's an idiot. Where did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? Chicken coop chickens has been added. This is the panel that controls the sprinklers. They're set to turn on at 7:30 every morning, and Monokuma said the time positively couldn't be changed. Huh? Hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then if the body was here before then, the sprinklers should have gotten it wet. Which would mean the murder must have taken place. Sprinklers has been added. I think I've checked everything I needed to in this area. But I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically that fragment I found. I don't know where this comes from. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. And I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really her? If that's true... Was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. But the key to her room...
It's all clear now.
Is with this jackass.
Just give up.
Mikoto, be more specific. Yes, seriously. I do not remember saying anything about those fragments. Or what it could go to. I am confused by that. I don't have a choice. I have to see if he'll let me borrow her room key. Hey, Byakuya? If you do come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it. Later, at the class trial. Oh, no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all.
What?
Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then, will you go with me? Will you be my lover, Byakuya? You're just so handsome and dreamy, and I get lost in your eyes. Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see.
Goodbye.
Depending on my mood, I may go with you, or I may not. Come back later, huh? Okay, then in the meantime I should look around somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area. God damn it, don't! I don't know where I'm supposed to go! Let's try the dojo first, since it's close. No, see anything in here that looks like that thing. A set of armor's on display, nothing is catching my attention though. There are wooden lockers here. I don't see anything that might be connected to this case. Alright. Leave the area. I don't know where I'm supposed to go, damn it! Alright, you know what? I'm gonna save us some time. I really am freaking lost on this. Hang on. Danganronpa fragments. Near the dead body. Oh, okay. I would not have made that connection, but sure. Whatever, game. I know where I'm going now. We need to go back to the gym. In fact, I'm just gonna use the map to warp back there, since we're on the 4th floor. Or 5th floor. Oh, and there's an exclamation mark here. Well, that's handy. Alright, so the game doesn't leave you totally lost. But I would not have made this connection at all. Let's see where it wants me to look. Right there. There he is. Monokuma's laying dismantled on the floor, but I feared it wouldn't be here.
You know?
Yeah, it's the bomb. The red fragment was part of a timer. I would not have made this connection because the bomb was round, and that was a very square fragment they showed us. I just found something. What is it? It's also like we found the bomb in the last recording, which is like last Friday. So of course I'm not gonna remember it today.
Huh?
Have you why? Have you played through Danganronpa? Out of curiosity, are you familiar with the series? I've played the first one and part of the second, but I have not played any of the third. It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure.
What?
A bomb! And that bomb went missing. There's no doubt about it. The fragments are found in the garden. See, I think it's also like, because of the color, I would not have... That looks like stone, not metal. Fragments near the dead body has been updated in the truth bullet section of your handbook. Oh, you watched the anime? I have yet to watch the anime, but I've read the manga. They didn't make an anime for the second game, did they? It was just the first, and not really the third. The third anime didn't really have anything to do from the third game, if I remember right. Okay, I've checked everything else I can think of. Okay. All that's left now is Kyoko's room. I should head back to the garden and ask Byakuya. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and warp back. Yeah, I played the first game years and years ago. So I remember most of the general events, but I'm getting lost in some of the specifics again. And I've been kind of wanting to play the second one. I'm not sure if I'm going to play the second one right away after I finish the first one, or if I'm going to wait a little bit. Alright, Byakuya, I want to talk to you. You have not moved. You think you can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
You wanted to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. Hey, wait for me! Byakuya walked off without a second glance, and I hurried after him on our way to the dorms. Alright, Kyoko's room was right next to mine, right here. Oh, good, you're right here. I can't unlock. Really? Well then, here we go. Byakuya took out the key and slid into the keyhole, and then... Click. And it's open. Looks like it, thanks. What is this, the second or third girls' room we've been in? So this is Kyoko's room. Very pink.
What?
You wanted to come here, right? So what is it you're looking for? Nothing in particular, I just thought we might find some kind of clue here. A clue that might help us understand Kyoko.
Come on.
You can't be serious. That's why you made me take time out of my search to come here? Sorry. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete. Something to give us some sort of direction here. More concrete? Oh, I know! Earlier, Kyoko gave me something. Huh? What's this?
It's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Found it! What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it. Well, something has certainly happened, so open it. Okay. I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets?
What?
Oh my god. We were gonna get laid! That's all that was in there? Yeah, it looks like it. Under the sheets. What could it be? You're a dumbass. I'm looking over here. There's something on this table. It's a woodblock decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key? The lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers. Actually, that's kind of cool. I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public bathhouse. That doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that.
It's certainly possible.
But if it is a key, I think I might know what unlocks. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken, I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to. The dojo? Woodblock key has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Alright, let's get under Kyoko's sheets. But could something be hidden under the bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheets, it's porn! Oh my god, we found nudes. I found a crumpled up piece of paper. It's nudes! Class number 78 student registry? Mikuro Ikusaba.
I see.
It appears to be Mikuro Ikusaba's profile. Yeah, looks like it. It's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room along with the key. God, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you. It was a key and porn. That's it. This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing. And this is what she left behind? Uh-oh, sneeze coming. There we go. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. I made an effort to pull myself together, then looked down at the profile sheet. Name, Mikuro Ikusaba. Sex, female. The ultimate soldier. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she'd received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Mukuro's profile has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Oop. Yeah, that tattoo. There we go. The Ultimate Soldier, a mercenary group? This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in, it's like a completely different dimension. That tattoo is definitely a doggo. It's like one's nonfiction and the other is sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That's how I saw things as just an ordinary person. But then...
I see.
I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. Huh? You recognize it?
Naturally.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But they do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say, I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard says that Fenrir has already...
Found it!
Whoa! I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player, and a bit player is becoming our hero. It's you!
What?
What have you got in your pretty little hand there?
What?
Uh-oh, you found her profile. So what if we did?
Hey! Come
Don't
on
freak
now.
out on me. I'm not gonna hold it against you or anything. In case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivorous, you know.
What?
Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, as the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. Oh? So you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course.
Absolutely! I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is now, can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Interesting? It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you all first got together in the main hall way back when, there were 15 people there, right? I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all. Misunderstanding? Are you saying...
in other words,
That's right. There weren't actually 15 of you.
yes indeed.
The total number of students taking place in this killing game was actually 16. 16, then...
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair.
I love Monokuma. Monokuma is the best.
Watch out for her.
The 16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba. She's part of the school life. So the one making all the regulations is...
Why?
Huh?
Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Oh, well, because... like I told you. Shooting plot twists everywhere, yeah. Like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. Monokuma always shows up just to fuck with us. It's great. And since we've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know?
Yes indeed.
Makes sense?
Well now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge? I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm gonna share a little secret with you. Seriously?
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out all the time? Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but... she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. What? Okay, now that's all you get. Monokuma's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section for the very first time. Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, so on the back of her hand... that tattoo. Puppy! Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said they were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves, to hide the scars. Which means... those fake nails on the corpse. You cannot wear gloves with those fake nails. Are you thinking about Kyoko again? Huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. His trap?
Such ignorance.
God must have really hated you to make you so dull. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said that there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student here.
That's right.
Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Mikuro is the one creating the rules to the game. But why would he tell us that, and why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact that he said that proves that Mikuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Mikuro is related to the case?
It's certainly possible.
Perhaps she's the one who killed Kyoko. What? That would explain why we have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her a part of the school killing game. Mikuro is the killer? She'd killed Kyoko? Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began. You motherfucking liar!
What?
But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Mikuro Ikusaba isn't the culprit. Huh? What makes you say that? We thought Mikuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point.
So in other words,
Mikuro giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. It makes more sense then to assume that Mikuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap. They want us to suspect Mikuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you say it, it definitely does seem possible, but if that's really true, if Mikuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well, then I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure other places are in need of investigation. I should find out if that key and the dojo really are connected.
let's go.
Well, are you coming? Oh good, you're still here. There are wooden lockers here. They use woodblock keys just like at those super traditional public bathhouses. It looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go to one of these lockers.
I see.
Makoto, do you see the locker furthest to the right?
Very strange.
That's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. You understand what that means, right? I should probably use the key we found on that locker, right?
That's right.
You're an idiot. Just try it. Okay. That is kind of really cool. I'd like to see one of these woodblock locks. I took out the woodblock key and inserted it into the locker's metal lock and... click. The locker eagerly accepted the key and it opened. There are arrows in here. It looks like 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made out of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. Titanium arrows has been added. Oh, there's something else in the locker. It's a wadded up ball of duct tape. I wonder what this was used for. Is this a blood stain?
I see.
If it is, that means it must surely be related to the case. This duct tape is related to the case somehow. But how could it possibly be involved? I don't know, but we're adding it to our handbook. I think that's all the locker has to offer for now. Is something wrong?
Very strange.
It's very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room?
Why?
Or perhaps... Byakuya? Forget it. Come on, we need to continue on to the next location. Huh? What next location?
What?
There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. Fenrir, you mean the mercenary group that Mukuro was part of. But how are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? Where in the school would you go to do research on something, you fucking dunce? God, I hate the school! I hate everybody in it! You're all so stupid! Research. Are you talking about the archive? That's right, the archive has all kinds of info that the general public doesn't have access to.
Let's go.
We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here. Byakuya seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand and went straight to a shelf in the back. Here we go. He quickly returned with a file in hand.
I see.
Take a look at this. I have no idea what it says. What language is this? Probably German. How did you... Oh, it's French. How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Well, whatever. I'll read it for you, but I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. 100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme? Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they'd acquired. Some, however, believe there is mounting internal tension within the group, and they simply imploded.
What?
What is it? This all just sounds like some kind of alternative reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality, the only reality. These people are part of our world. Their battlefields aren't much different from our lives here. An unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. So, did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it, the report said something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? That's right. It said Fenrir is the Wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir? Could that mean... Doggo tattoo!
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us, organisms, the Earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial!
Yay!
So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you
Class trial
later!
is best. Then the time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial.
That's right.
It would seem that way. Let's go. Oh, our investigation is done. I need to take a break. So YouTube, we're going to call it an episode here. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And the trial begins. Twitch, I'm going to take a 5-minute break. And we will begin immediately after that. So I will see you in a few moments.